Alright. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. That's all. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes. That is called. Yeah. Another one. Okay. Correct. 100%. Okay. Alright. Okay, that's all. Thank you, Divya, for your answer is correct. All is correct. Okay, so kita dah sampai pada double entry system, which is double debit and credit. Okay. So let's look at the second chapter. Alright, that is fundamental of financial accounting. Okay. Can you see my slide clearly? Alright, very good. So kita tengok pada chapter yang kedua ni, kita nak tengok asas untuk accounting system. Okay. So the accounting system in action. Okay. For the first thing, the first process, we must know double entry, and then after that, we must learn how to open ledger account. Okay. So ledger account here means that, okay, macam mana bentuk ledger account? Ledger account is in T account. Okay. So in ledger account we put and the transactions, okay, in the business itself. Okay. So after that we must know the double entry bookkeeping to put inside the ledger account itself. Okay. And then we must understand what is the bookkeeping entries, okay, what is the debit or credit for expenses and revenue, right? After that, we must know how to balancing of the account, okay, and then the new thing about trial balance. After we do ledger account and then the process of accounting, the second step is to do trial balance. Okay, after we do trial balance, then lastly we must do the financial statement, that is profit and loss account and also balance sheet statement. Okay, so other name for balance sheet is called statement of financial position. Sekejap, statement of financial position. Statement of, okay, other name for balance sheet is called statement of financial position. Okay. Okay, this is the things that you must understand and know how to do it, okay, in accounting. Okay, dalam perakaunan memang sangat penting you kena tahu macam mana cara kita nak buat penyata keuangan. Okay, ada dua jenis penyata keuangan. Okay, two types of financial statement. First is profit and loss account, or the name is statement of profit and loss. Okay, statement of profit and loss. Okay, maksudnya apa penyata keuangan tu? Yang pertama, ia akan menunjukkan tentang untung dan rugi untuk sesuatu bisnes yang you buat lah. Okay, Accounting ni sangat dah record dah. Saya tengah record dah. Macam mana you tahu boleh I tak record tu? Oh ya ke? Alamak. Kenapa boleh record? Selalu keluar dekat atas kan? Ada. Saya dah record. Next screen recorder is sharing a window. So betul lah ni. Saya tengok balik dekat. Sebab saya pakai record extender tu. Dia pakai apa nama? Dia yang tak ada dekat Google Gmail yang personal. Dia tak boleh nak record. So saya guna recording screen recorder. Screen recorder screen.io. Kat situ lah saya record. Okay. So after that, okay, kita ada satu business, okay. If we open the business, okay, it's compulsory for you to do accounting, okay, to do accounting. So what is accounting? Accounting is a process. To what? Recording, okay, and then classifying the transaction, okay. And then after that kita akan hasilkan financial statement. Okay, itu adalah accounting. Okay, kena ada business, okay, buka business, okay. And then you kena ada sistem recording in accounting, okay. Setiap business ni akan ada financial statement. Okay, tak kisahlah you buka kedai apa tu nama dia? Kedai runcit ke, okay. The small business sampailah company yang besar-besar semua kena ada financial statement. Okay. Sebab sebelum ni kita dah belajar kan types of business kan, ada sole proprietorship, okay, lagi apa? Partnership, lagi yang ketiga adalah company, okay. Dan juga private kan, private company. Okay, semua business tu mesti diwajibkan, okay, compulsory to have financial statement. Okay. So, apa nama statement dia? Yang kena ada every business, statement of profit and loss and statement of financial position. So, sebelum kita menghasilkan dua benda ni, okay, we must go through process one by one. Okay, pertama you dah tahu double entry, and then after you know double entry, then you must know how to open ledger account. Okay. After buat ledger account, kita akan buat balancing of the account, and then kita akan buat trial balance. After that, last kali baru kita buat statement of profit and loss dan statement of financial position. Okay, that is the process. Okay, can you last week saya ada ajar tak apa itu? Okay, what is asset? What is liability? Ada ke tak? Asset ada kan? Okay. Awak kena tahu formula ataupun equation. Okay, yang accounting equation yang penting yang you kena ingat dan kena hafal adalah asset plus expenses. Okay, plus borrowing. Okay, yang ini kena betul-betul ingat. Saya akan jelaskan dan terangkan dan ingatkan every class. Okay, before this class dengan UiTM pun, saya akan every class saya masuk, saya akan terangkan, okay, basic of the accounting, elemen basic accounting dan juga equation, formula yang penting kena pegang, okay, in order for you to understand accounting much. Okay, asset plus expenses plus borrowing is equal to, okay, capital plus revenue plus Terbalik sekejap Capital plus liability plus revenue. Okay. This is expanded equation. Okay, nama dia expanded equation. Okay, in order for you to understand the accounting. Okay. Okay, these things, okay, how many elements here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, these all elements included in the, must be included in the profit or loss and financial position. Okay. For asset, capital and liability will be recorded in the statement of financial position. Okay, same goes with drawings. But if expenses and revenue, okay, we should included the elements in the statement of profit and loss. Okay, nanti lepas ni kita akan tahulah macam mana bentuk profit and loss dan macam mana bentuk financial position. Okay, setakat ni you kena tahu expanded equation. Okay, apa itu element asset? Siapa ingat apa itu element asset? What is asset? Someone remember? For example, once again, old cars. What else? Yes, that is correct. Asset adalah, okay, asset is the element that owned by the business. Okay, for example, okay, building. Okay, building is the place that you running your business activity. For example, you open bakery shop. Okay, so the building, shop building is your asset. Okay, so what else asset? Your equipment. For example, oven, microwave. Okay, coffee machine. Okay, table. Okay, that is we call asset. Okay, asset that is the things that give you benefit. Okay, you use it and give benefit to your business. Okay, contoh kalau kita ada meja, so kita boleh letak barang break kita. Contoh kita boleh ada meja dan kerusi. So customer boleh datang dan duduk makan dekat atas meja, makan dekat meja dan kerusi tersebut. Okay, that is asset. Okay, asset adalah barang yang, okay, kita punya barang yang owner business to own. Okay, in order, okay, and then you be used for the rest of the business operation. Okay, so in order to get the benefit of it, okay, kita gunakan, okay, resources tersebut untuk kita dapatkan revenue, hasil. Okay, itu adalah asset. Okay, so kalau expenses pula, expenses tu apa? Siapa ingat? What is expenses? Justin, ingat tak? What is expenses? Can't remember. Yes. Not really correct. Okay. Expenses is actually the cost that we incur. Okay. Expenses is cost incurred. Okay. Cost incurred in order to for the business to get the revenue. Okay. Tanpa expenses, tanpa kita keluarkan duit untuk kita buat perbelanjaan, so kita tak akan dapat revenue. Okay. Kita tak akan dapat jualan hasil daripada business tersebut. So cost incurred ni, for example, purchase of goods. Okay. For example, purchase of, okay, kalau kedai bakery tadi, dia mesti kena beli purchase of, dia nak buat roti, buat kek, mestilah dia kena beli tepung. Okay. So purchase of flour. Okay. Kena beli lagi apa? Semua barang-barang yang dia nak beli untuk dia jual. Barang tersebut dia beli untuk dia hasilkan produk. Okay. Bila dah ada produk and then kita jual, kita akan dapat hasil. So itu adalah expenses, cost that we incurred. Okay, other than that, for example, kita ada business bakery tu kan. Kedai tersebut mesti memerlukan apa lagi? Electricity, betul tak? Kalau tak ada lampu, kalau tak ada elektrik, kalau tak ada elektrik, macam mana dia nak turn on the oven, betul tak? Nak masak kek dan juga roti. Okay, kalau tak ada electricity tu, okay, so kita tak boleh nak menjalankan aktiviti business kita. Okay, so one of the example of expenses is electricity, water and electricity. Okay, so segala apa cost yang kita incur, itu adalah expenses. Okay, so elemen expenses kita akan letak dia dekat dalam statement of profit and loss. Kalau asset tadi, for example, building, van, motor vehicle, okay, fixtures and fittings, itu kita akan letak dia dalam statement of financial position. Okay, next, kalau drawing pula dia adalah, okay, drawing actually when the owner took goods or cash. Okay, owner tu sendiri, okay. Contoh, kalau contoh nama owner of business bakery ni adalah Zila. Okay, so Zila ni dia owner. But then, dia ambil kek dekat kedai dia. Dia ambil roti dekat kedai dia. Dia bagi kek dan roti tu untuk family dia. So bermakna Zila as an owner telah mengambil barang produk bisnes dia sendiri untuk kegunaan personal. Okay, so that is we call as drawing. Okay, owner took goods, okay, goods that is for business, right? Okay, and also or cash. Okay, tiba-tiba Zila dia tak cukup duit untuk bayar tuition anak dia, for example. Okay, so dia ambil lah RM1,000, 1,000 cash from the bakery shop. Okay, kat bakery shop mestilah setiap kedai mesti ada cash punya ni kan, petty cash ataupun ada machine cash dia tu. Okay, so Zila as an owner took 1,000 cash from the business to pay his own tuition fee for his daughter or family dia. Okay, dia gunakan untuk personal. Okay, bukan untuk business. So that is called drawing. Okay, so owner boleh ambil, but then owner tu sendiri boleh ambil barang, boleh je ambil cash, tapi dengan syarat mesti record the transaction, and then the name of the transaction we call it as drawing. Okay, drawing ni dia akan appear dekat dalam statement of financial position. Can you understand or not? What is drawing? Class? Yes, very good. Okay, kalaulah Zila as an owner of the business okay, took cash for paying and expenses for the business. Is it a drawing or not? Okay, siapa boleh jawab? It's not. Because of for the purpose of the business. Okay. Zila took cash for the purpose of business, not for the purpose of personal. Not the use of personal. Okay. So understand or not? Syahida boleh? Alright, very good. Okay, next is element apa lagi? Capital. Capital is our initial cost, okay? Initial cost to open the business, okay? That is called capital, okay? The money that we invest, okay? When we open the business, okay? We must have money, okay? We must have assets, okay? So the initial amount of money and also the asset, we call it as capital, okay? So capital, mesti kena ingat amount asset ataupun amount untuk cash kita, okay, duit dalam bank yang kita mulakan, okay, yang kita gunakan pada permulaan kita nak menjalankan bisnes tersebut. Okay, so that we call it as capital. Okay. Faham ke tidak? Apa itu capital? So, owner lah yang bertanggungjawab. Okay, owner yang bertanggungjawab untuk mendapatkan capital tersebut. So, kalau macam mana kalau kita nak mulakan business but then we don't have money, we don't have any asset. So, macam mana kita nak mulakan business tu tak? Macam mana kita nak running the business activity? Tak boleh kalau tak ada modal. So, owner yang akan ada inisiatif untuk cari modal, pinjam dekat bank, okay? Pinjamlah sesiapa kalau tak ada duit, okay? So ambil duit simpanan, okay? Capital is from the owner itself, okay? Tapi bergantunglah kepada types of business, okay? If sole proprietorship, so owner sahajalah yang bertanggungjawab untuk contribute the capital. Kalau business tu company besar, so the capital is come from the investor. That we call it shareholders. Okay, so itu capital. Okay, you must understand. Okay, if not understand, if ada soalan, you kena tanya I. Okay, sebelum kita go more further, so make sure you kena faham lah each of the elements supaya untuk next step dalam accounting ni you boleh catch up. Okay, so next. The liability, element liability, okay? Liability is, what is it, liability? Siapa tahu liability apa? Who wants to try? Liability. Once again? Yes, that's right. Okay, liability is that we call as a debt or obligation. Okay, obligation by the owner. Okay, it means that for example, loan. Okay, so that is a liability. Means that, for example, if you as an owner, okay, ada buat hutang dengan supplier. For example, kalau business bakery tadi, Zila ni dia tak ada duit yang cukup untuk bayar supplier. Supplier apa? Supplier tepung, for example. Okay? Supplier barang-barang bakery. Okay? Untuk buat kek dan roti, dia tak ada cash yang cukup untuk bayar supplier RM5,000. So, Zila dia berhutang, okay? berhutang dengan supplier. Okay, bila Zila berhutang dengan supplier, so RM5,000. So the RM5,000 is an obligation to Zila to pay the debt. Okay, so that is called debt. Okay, liability. Okay, dia boleh jadi loan ataupun dia boleh akan jadi liability tu, for example, account payable. Okay, so maknanya owner, okay, buat hutang dengan supplier ataupun orang luar. Okay, outsiders. Okay, outside the business. So, dia akan kita namakan supplier tersebut sebagai account payable. Okay, so dalam liability kita akan ada loan. Okay, loan tu means that kita buat hutang dengan bank. Okay, financial institution. Okay, that is called loan. Okay, kalau kita berhutang dengan supplier ataupun dengan orang luar selain daripada financial institution, we call it as account payable. Okay, so you must remember these two classification of liability element, that is account payable, loan, and also loan. Okay, so account payable and loan, you must transfer it to the statement of financial position. Okay. Then after that, the last element is revenue. Okay, revenue means our income. Okay, income that we earn from the business. Okay, for example, if you open business bakery, your revenue is come from the sales of what? If you open the business, bakery business, so your income earned from sales of what, my dear? Sales of what? Cake. Select, very good. Okay, sales of cake or sales of bread. Okay, that is the income earned from that business. Okay, if we open the business of mobile shops, mobile. So the income or revenue that we earn is from the sales of. Who wants to try? Jeremiah? If we open a mobile shop, once again, the revenue is come from the sales of phone, sales of the phone, okay? Something like that, okay? So, kita tengok pada nature of our business, okay? Kita buka business apa. So, the revenue is come from the sales of the product that we produce or product that we sold, okay? So, remember, kalau revenue je, dia adalah income earned. So, sale is one of the elements inside the revenue. Okay, sales of products kita, dia adalah hasil yang kita akan sebut dia sebagai revenue. So revenue ni akan appear dekat dalam statement of profit and loss. Okay, so kenapa elemen tersebut saya grupkan kepada dua grup. Okay, asset, expenses, drawing, satu grup. Okay, capital, liability dengan revenue, dia adalah satu grup yang lain. Sebab apa? Dia sangat penting untuk you tahu masa kita nak buat double entry nanti. Okay, double entry yang you kena tahu untuk kita buat T account nanti. Okay, dekat T account tu kita akan kena tahu double entry dia. Okay, so macam mana kita nak tahu? So, refer kepada equation. Okay. So this is the equation or the formula. Okay, kalau asset, expenses and drawing punya group, okay, kita akan record dia bila dia increase. Okay, asset, expenses and drawing bila increase, okay, kita akan record dia dekat debit. Okay, you must remember this. Okay, asset, expenses and drawing, if the element, okay, is increase, right? Increase, we must debit. Okay, we must put in the debit side. Okay, for when asset, expenses and drawing is decreasing, okay, we must put it in credit side. Okay, you must refer to an arrow here. Okay, when increasing, I put the arrow upside. Okay, if decreasing, I put arrow down. Okay, downside, that is credit. Okay, if increasing, asset, element asset, expenses and drawing, we must put in debit. Okay, you must remember that. Okay, that is different from another group of element for capital, liability and revenue. Okay, dia bertentangan dengan group asset, expenses dengan drawing tadi. Okay, if capital, liability and revenue increasing, we must put in the credit side. Okay, but if it decreasing capital, liability and revenue elements, we must put it in debit side. So, kalau you perasan, okay, 6 elemen ni, okay, grup yang pertama tadi, dia akan bertentangan dengan grup yang kedua. Okay, kena ingat grouping ni, you kena ingat AED. Okay, AED, okay, kita singkatkan. AED is equal to CLR. Okay, so kalau CLR punya group, that is capital, liability and revenue, if increasing, we must put it in the credit side. If decreasing, we must put it in the debit side. Can you understand or not, class? The element? Okay, Joshua, boleh tak? Can you understand? Boleh faham tak? Untuk equation tu. Boleh kan? So kalau kena ingat kalau capital bertambah, increasing, so we must put in credit side or debit side. Kalau capital, liability and revenue, okay, element tu amount dia bertambah, increase. So we must put in what side? Credit side or debit side? Wrong. Salah lah. I said when the capital, liability and revenue is increasing. So tengok ni, tengok dia punya arrow dia. Arrow dia increasing. So we must put in debit, in credit or debit. Credit. CR is stand for credit, guys. CR, okay, stand for credit. Okay. DR is stand for debit. Okay. So kena ingat betul-betul AED. Okay, is equal to CLR. Alamak, pen saya ni tak betul lah. CL. Okay, CLR. Okay, so AED if increase, we must put in debit side. Decreasing for asset, expenses and drawing, we put in credit side. But for capital liability and revenue, if increase the amount, we must put in credit. Okay, you must remember this. And then if decrease, we must put in debit side. Okay, dia terbalik kalau tengok you. Dia punya opposite. Okay, nampak? AED debit, increase, CLR, increase credit. AED is decrease is credit, CLR decrease is debit. Nampak? Dia bertentangan antara satu sama lain. Okay? Okay, so tengok ni. Seterusnya. Dia cakap apa? Each account. Okay, so sekarang kita masuk ledger account. T account. Okay, nama lain untuk ledger adalah T account. So each account comprises two sides. Yang ni kita tahu lah. Okay, which one is debit side? So you dah tahu debit and credit tadi. Kita ada dua double entry debit and credit nama dia. So dekat T account sebelah mana ni? Okay, on the left side. Okay, kita akan letak dia adalah debit. Okay, debit column. On the right side, okay, we put it as credit side. Credit column. Sekejap Okay, on the right side dia adalah credit column. On the left side dia adalah debit column. So dekat tengah-tengah T account ni, atas garisan dia, tengah-tengah ni kita akan letak dia sebagai title of the account. Contoh, element asset. Okay, kita ada bank. Okay, bank is the classification for element asset. Okay, kita letak kat tengah-tengah, bank account. Okay, so let's look at the example. Each account comprises two sides. The left hand side is referred as debit and the right hand side is referred to as the credit side. Faham ke? Faham? You understand? Okay, so T account dia macam ni. Okay, kat atas ni dia punya details lah. Sama ada bank account or cash account. So, dia ada date, details and amount. Okay. So, kalau dekat Malaysia kita RM lah. Okay, sebab slide ni daripada luar negara. So, dia letak simbol tu macam dollar. Okay. So, let's look at the system. Dia beritahu lah. Okay, a system of keeping records of transaction in ledger accounts such that where every transaction requires debit and credit entries of equal value. Dia kata macam ni. Okay, every transaction must have debit and credit entry. Okay, for example, there might be a debit entry 100 equally by two credit entries of 90 ringgit and 10 ringgit respectively. Okay, the result of this method is that the total debit balance on ledger account equals the total of credit balance. Okay, so next dia kata asset, liability, capital appear on the statement of financial position. Tadi saya dah beritahu. Okay, asset, liability and capital should appear in the statement of financial position. Okay, kita akan ringkaskan SOFP. Okay, SOFP is stand for statement of financial position. Okay, so but expenses and revenue must be appear in the income statement. Okay, another terms for income statement is stand for SOPL, statement of profit and loss. Okay, refer kepada slide yang atas tadi saya dah ada introducekan two types of financial statement. That is SOFP. Statement of financial position stand for SOFP. Okay, so expenses then revenue appear in the income statement. That is SOPL. Statement of profit and loss. Okay. So, apa yang diterangkan dekat sini adalah dekat dalam sama macam dekat dalam equation yang saya ajar tadi. Okay, inter-expanded equation yang saya dah ajar dekat atas tadi, iaitu AED. Ingat tak? Equation. Formula dia, AED is equal to, ingat lagi tak kelas? Yes, CLR. So, AED, okay, when increase we put on what side? Debit side, my dear. AED, okay. If decreasing, we must put on what side? Red, yes, credit side. For CLR, if increase, we must put in what side? Very good. CLR is decreasing, we must put in debit side. Later on, I will explain to you what is the meanings of increase and decreasing. Okay, what is it? Okay, nanti kita akan tengok. Okay, so sama dengan apa yang ada dekat dalam notes ni. Debit increase in asset debit, decrease in liability debit, decrease in capital debit juga. Okay, so credit decrease in asset credit, increase in liability credit, increase in capital credit juga. Okay, sama dengan apa yang saya ajar. So yang ini yang penting, yang you kena tahu. Okay, kalau you rasa macam mengelirukan, confusing dalam ni, so you boleh refer kepada formula yang saya dah bagi. AED is equal to CLR. AED if increase, we must put in debit side. If decrease, we must put in credit side. CLR increase credit. CLR decrease debit. So kena ingat. Okay. So exercise yang ni dia macam pening sikit kalau you tengok lah. Saya tengok pun pening. Okay. Okay, kita tengok pada slide another acd101 slide. Okay, macam mana cara kita nak letakkan double entry tu di dalam T account. Okay. So T account tu apa? Kita punya storage or records of financial transaction. Okay, that is called T account. Okay, these accounts are kept in the accounting books called the ledger or T account. Okay, so you kena tahulah T account tu macam mana. So bentuk dia T, ada debit and credit side. Okay, so tadi kita dah bincangkan benda tu Okay, so dia punya T account punya formula ada title or name of the account. Left side called debit, right side called credit. Okay, so ni bentuk dia. Okay, ni tadi rules dia increasing, decreasing macam tadi. Ni semua ada dekat sini. Asset, increase, debit, decrease, credit. Okay, normal balance. So kalau asset, dia akan ada balance amount dia dekat sebelah debit. Okay, untuk apa you tahu normal balance ni adalah untuk kita tahu amount tersebut nanti dekat dalam trial balance. Okay, tak apa, nantilah. Nanti. Kita takut you pening pula kan. Okay. So, ni sama dengan apa yang saya ajar tadi. Liabilities, increasing credit, decreasing debit. Honest equity is other name of capital lah. Okay, capital ataupun honest equity. Same things. Okay. Okay, increasing should credit, decrease debit. Drawing, increase debit, decrease credit. Okay, yang ni penting yang you kena tahu. Okay, revenues increase credit, decrease debit. Expenses increase debit, decrease credit. Sekejap, saya nak tengok soalan. Contoh soalan ada tak? Okay, so sama juga kalau yang saya ajar tadi AED, CRL ke CLR tu tak kisah. Tapi dia akan ada grup yang sama lah. Okay, increasing sebelah debit, decreasing sebelah credit. Okay, then decreasing sebelah debit, increasing sebelah credit. Okay, so dapatlah kita summarizekan ikut kepada elemen yang saya dah terangkan tadi. Okay, so tengok ya. Tengok soalan. Okay. Can someone please read the example? Siapa saya nak suruh? Syahida. Syahida, please read the example Hassan tu. Syahida. Okay. Cuba baca. Syahida. Baca. Silakan. Start. X6. Okay. So dia kata Hassan start a business, okay, by investing 55,000 in cash on 1st August. So from this, this is called as a transaction, okay, transaction. Okay. So setiap business akan ada perkataan transaction ni. So transaction tu boleh jadi pelbagai-bagai aktiviti lah. Okay, for example, Hassan starts a business by investing 55,000 in cash on 1st August. So kalau dia kata dia start business, so dia memulakan business. So ini adalah apa? Okay, elemen apa? Kalau kita, yes, that is correct. Very good. So this is called as capital. Okay, dia kata start a business with 55,000 cash. So kalaulah berkaitan dengan elemen capital, so the effect is increase in asset of cash. Sebab dia investing tu in terms of cash. So cash dia bertambah. Okay, increase in also the capital because of dia investing that money to the business. Okay, that is called capital. So also the same increase also. Okay, increase the asset of cash, increase the capital itself. Okay, so the action. Okay, what is the double entry? So we must debit the cash account. Okay, debit cash account. We must credit capital account. Okay, so this item is called as double entry. Okay, double entry ataupun journal entry ataupun kemasukan. Apa dia yang kita nak tahu sebelum kita buka ledger tu? You kena tahu elemen ni lah. Debit cash, credit for capital. Debit, you must debit for cash. And then in account capital you must credit. So let's look how the ledger is look like. Okay, so this is the account for cash. We must put, okay, this is the title of the account itself. Okay, we have T ledger, and then on the debit side, okay, we put 55,000. Okay, because we already know the double entry debit cash. So cash account, okay, we put 55,000 on the debit side. Okay, can you remember which one is debit side, which one is credit side? Okay, you must remember that. Okay, on the left is debit, on the right is credit. So cash account we put in debit side, so on the left 55,000. Okay. Okay, we record the amount. Class 55,000 is the amount of the cash that we invest. Okay. So the details we put here, okay, as a capital, okay, on the 1st August. Okay, 1st August, our capital 55,000 in the cash account. Okay. So after that, on the capital account itself, okay, we must put on the credit side 55,000. So the details we put here as cash. Okay, can you understand how to open the ledger, how to put the transaction inside the ledger? Are you clear or not? Yes or not? Boleh ke tak? Boleh. Okay, siapa lagi yang tak faham how to put the ledger, or how to put the double entry inside the ledger account? Okay, from the transaction itself, we must identify which element is that. Okay, after that we put inside the ledger account. Okay. Second, a motor van is bought for 30,000 cash on 2nd August. Okay, we bought a motor van. Okay, motor van, what element? Class, asset. Okay, that is our asset. Very good. So another one is okay, kita beli, okay, it's about 40,000 on cash, right? So apa lagi elemen yang kedua yang terlibat? First is motor van, second element is cash. Okay, sebab kita beli itu guna duit. Okay, cash. Okay, we got the motor van and then our cash is increasing or decreasing after we buy the motor van. Okay, our asset is increasing because we bought a new thing, a new motor van. But what happened to our cash? Is it increasing or decreasing? Because we already used the cash to buy a van. So our cash is decreasing or increasing? Decrease, of course. Decrease, my dear. Okay. Decrease the asset of cash because we bought the new motor van using our cash. Okay. We got the motor van and then we lost our cash. Betul tak? Okay. Cash tu kita dah bagi kepada penjual kita. Penjual motor van tadi. So cash kita dah berkurang. Betul tak? Kalau lah you ada duit dalam dompet. Okay. Dompet you ada duit 50,000 for example. Wow, banyak tu. So you pergi kedai kenderaan. So you pergi kedai jual motor van. You nak beli van. Harga van tersebut 30,000. So you pergi kedai tu and then you keluarkan daripada dompet you. Okay, inside your purse you have 50,000 and then you dah pergi dekat kedai van tersebut nak beli van, nak bawa balik van. So kena bayar berapa? 30,000, right? So dekat dalam purse you ada 50,000 and then you keluarkan 30,000. Okay, you give it to the salesman. Betul tak? 50,000 you ada dalam purse and then 30,000 you give it to the salesman. Okay, you will get motor van. So how much left inside your purse? How much money that left? 20,000. So now your cash is increasing or decreasing, my dear? Increase? Your amount is of course decreasing, my dear. Okay, you have already got 50,000 right inside your purse and then you go to the shop, you give 30,000 from your purse. Okay, from your purse, you keluarkan 30,000 bagi kepada salesman. So tinggal berapa duit dalam purse kamu? 20,000, right? Betul tak? So that our cash inside the purse is decreasing or increasing. Increasing or decreasing? Huh? Yes, that is right. Our cash inside the purse is decreasing sampai jadi 20,000 sahaja daripada 50 kepada 20. So that's why same goes, okay, that example is same goes applying in the business, okay, in the transaction of the business. Okay, if we buy something, okay, we must let go our cash. So that's why our cash is decreased. Okay, cash of the business, okay, is decreasing. So we must credit the cash account. Okay. But then for our motor van, okay, before this we don't have the motor van in our business. But then if you buy some motor van, that is mean that our asset of motor van is increasing or decreasing? Increase, of course. Okay, increase the asset of motor van. So that is why when our asset is increased, so the action must be debit the motor van account. So let's look at the T account. So our cash account, oh my god, decreasing. So that's why we put here in the credit side 30,000. So motor vehicle. Okay, what for you? Let go 30,000 cash because we buy motor van. So that's why it's our detail here. We put motor van. Okay, the details. Okay, motor van. But for motor van account, okay. Mana tadi? For motor van account, for the debit, we must put debit side 30,000. Okay. So the detail is cash. Okay. You must understand what details that should be in. We put in the T account. Okay. So the our partners. Okay. The partners of the element itself. Okay. We put it as a detail in the T account itself. Okay. Kalau tadi kita ada elemen apa tadi? Asset dengan cash dengan motor van. Right. So cash dengan motor van. So that's why lah bila kita buka motor van account, so the detail should be amount cash tadi lah. T account apa yang kita buka tadi? Cash, right? So the details mestilah terbalik daripada apa yang dibuka ledger tu lah. Kalau ledger tu nama motor van, title dia, the details tak boleh, okay? Okay, no need to put it as a motor van also. Okay, tak boleh letak nama yang sama lah. Kalau motor van kat T account ni, dia letak title motor van, account dia. So details dia mestilah berlainan. Okay, for example, cash. Okay, tengok apa transaksi yang berlaku tu lah. Ada dua, you akan ada dua classification. Okay, dekat dalam setiap satu transaksi. Okay, so increase the asset of motor van, debit motor van account. So motor van debit. Okay, on the debit side, we put 30,000 ringgit. Okay, the details name cash. Okay, in the cash account, on the credit side, okay, 30,000. Okay, because cash is decreasing. Okay, because we buy motor van. Okay. So you understand or not? That is some of the example that you must know. Okay. Okay. If we look at the another slide. Okay. On the first slide. Okay. Okay. The exercise one. Okay. Dia panjang sikit. Sebab apa? Okay, untuk nak letak dekat T account tu, you kena masukkan juga sekali dengan, okay, ni this is balance. Okay, balance. Balance apa? Balance opening balance. That we call it as opening balance. Okay, so that is, okay, this is the example. Okay, dia kata Aisyah has the following asset and liabilities on the 1st January. So that we call it here as opening balance. Okay, so actually NRM. Okay, Aisyah punya business dia ada land 200,000. Okay, buildings dia ada 60,000 ringgit. Inventory dia ada balance 10,000. Okay, receivable is stand for account receivable 15,000, and then cash in hand. Okay, cash in hand means that cash in the business itself. Okay, 5,000. Okay, for bank balance, okay, inside the account, bank account, we have 32,000 ringgit. So total we have balance as this is all things is what is that element for land, building, inventories. Who knows? Class. Land, building, inventory, account receivable, cash in hand, bank balance. Okay. What elements is for land, building, inventory? Siapa tahu? Elemen apa? Asset. Very good. Alright, very good. So this is assets element, right? Okay, so let's look at another one. Okay. Okay, next we also have balances on payables. Okay, payable is also we call it as account payables. Okay, so account payables and also bank loan. Okay, can you remember these two things? What is element for payables and bank loan? What we call liabilities. That is correct. Okay, so account payables, you must remember that is liabilities. Bank loan is also liability. So we there, Aisha have a balance on that account. It means that opening balance for liabilities. Okay, so next, the following, on the following week, okay, and then for that week, Aisha had the following transactions. Okay, so you must know what is transaction. Okay, so first transaction A, bought office equipment costing 7,000, paying 2,000 deposit by check, the balance to be paid at the end of March. Okay, so let's look how we gonna do on the A transaction. Okay, so tengok ni dia punya keywords untuk yang A ni apa? Bought office equipment. Okay, dia beli office equipment. So, office equipment cost dia 7,000, paying 2,000 deposit. Okay, cost untuk office equipment tu 7,000 ringgit. But only 2,000 they paid by cash deposit. Okay, the balance to be paid at the end of March. Okay, so 2,000 deposit. Okay, dia bayar pakai apa ni kelas? By cash or by check? This by apa ni kelas? Dia bayar pakai check. So by check is from account, what account? Kalau check. Kalau cash, kita tahulah dari cash in hand kita. Kalau check, kita tahu dia daripada duit dari mana. Kalau kita keluarkan check. Bank. Very good. Okay. Okay, balance ada lagi 5,000. Betul tak? So, kita dah bayar by bank 2,000. Okay, another 5,000. Kita belum bayar. Kalau belum bayar, maknanya dia apa? Not yet paid. Kita akan jadi dia apa? Sebagai apa? Okay, 5,000. Another 5,000, kita belum bayar lagi. Ingat tak? Saya kata kalau owner, okay, dia beli barang daripada supplier and then dia berhutang. Okay, dia berhutang dengan supplier tu. So, ini supplier ni nama dia apa kepada owner? Ingat tak? Liabilities. Okay. So, kita akan increase our account payable kita. Okay. Sebab dia ada berhutang. Okay. So, itu untuk yang A. Okay. Sekejap. Tunggu dulu. Jangan tengok dulu transaction. So, kita tengok dulu double entry bookkeeping T account dia. Okay. Tadi kita ada land. Okay. Kita ada baki land. Betul tak? So, kita buka T account untuk land. So, kita tahu opening balance untuk land tadi adalah 200,000. So, bermakna opening balance tu you kena letak dekat bahagian mana? Debit side. Okay, class. On the 1st January, details dia adalah balance. Okay, BD stand for brought down. Okay, bawa. Brought down tu maksudnya bawa. Carried down. Brought down. Okay, brought down lah. Balance BD ataupun nama dia opening balance. Okay, 200,000. Okay, kenapa kena letak dekat debit? Okay, mana dapat? Mana kita tahu? Tadi dalam soalan ni dia ada bagi tahu yang Aisyah ni ada balance untuk asset and liability dia. So jadinya bila dia tahu account land tadi ada balance 200,000. Okay, macam mana you tahu land tu balance 200,000 kena letak dekat debit? Macam mana tahu? Kenapa land tu balance BD dia kena letak dekat debit? Siapa tahu? Siapa boleh tahu? Boleh terangkan kepada saya. Okay, why is the opening balance for land we put on debit side? Siapa tahu? Oh, lag kan? Maybe because of my... Okay, the line is interrupted maybe. So now, is it okay or not? The line. It's okay now. Okay. Okay, let's, I repeat again. Okay. For land account, okay, here, the balance BD or operating balance, we put in debit side, 200,000, okay. From where we got the 200,000, okay, in the example, okay, on the opening balance, okay, in the on the, nampak kat atas ni dia ada beritahu land ada 200,000 opening balance, okay. So if The question give you opening balance, you must put inside the ledger. Okay, you must put inside the ledger. Okay, bukan sahaja kalau ada transaction, you kena masukkan di dalam ledger. But then, opening balance, kalau ada dia letak dalam soalan, so you kena letak juga dekat dalam ledger. So, macam mana? Okay, you nak tahu balance, opening balance tadi, dekat land, so kita tengok land dulu. Land dia punya 200,000 amount dia. So kenapa kita letak dekat debit side? Tengok date 1st January, detail opening balance or balance brought down. Okay, the amount is 200,000. Siapa tahu kenapa kita letak dekat debit? Untuk land. Siapa tahu? Siapa boleh jawab? Kosong? What? I can't hear you, Tivia. Once again? Now I can hear. Okay, why Divya? We put land on the debit side 200,000 for opening balance. Okay. Because of the question. Wrong. Okay, the answer is because land is our... Hello? Land is our asset element, right? Land is our asset. So, if asset is increasing, we must put in debit side. So, why is increasing? Because we have the amount. Okay? Because we have that amount. Okay? From the previous month. Okay? 1st January. From the previous year, we have amount 200,000. Okay, so that is why if we have an opening balance, okay, we must consider the transaction as increasing. Okay, so before this we don't have that amount, so after that we put the previous amount from the previous year into the new year, okay, for the 1st January, okay. This is the new year. So we have an opening balance. So opening balance, it means that, okay, the land is increasing, okay, bertambah. So amount of asset is 200,000 increasing. So that is why asset land, okay, if we have opening balance, we must put in on the debit side. Okay, can you remember? Class? Kalau ada dalam soalan ada opening balance, okay, maksud opening balance tu dia menambahkan elemen tersebut. Okay, dia ada amount tersebut. Okay, so that's why untuk land kita akan letak dia dekat debit side 200,000. Kenapa kita tak letak land ni dekat credit side? Sebab kita ada amount tersebut. So kita akan bawa balance BD daripada previous years, okay, kepada yang accounting period yang baru, 200,000 we must put in the debit side. Boleh faham, kelas? Alright. Okay, so kita tengok pula items yang kedua. Dia beritahu berapa apa tu. After land adalah buildings, right? Okay, building kita ada opening balance juga building. Kita ada balance brought down juga. Balance BD 60,000. So balance BD 60,000. Okay, mana kita nak letak? Kita kena buka buildings account. Okay, here. We put is, the title is buildings account. So 60,000 kita letak dekat debit side juga. Balance BD 60,000. Kenapa kita kena letak dekat debit side? 60,000 building. Sebab apa? Sebab apa kelas? Sebab buildings ni elemen apa? Asset. So that's why kalau ada baki awal, baki brought down, okay, balance BD for asset, mesti kita akan letak dekat debit side. 60,000 balance BD. Okay, same goes to inventories. Okay, segala asset kalau ada baki awal, you kena letak dekat bahagian debit. Okay, inventories is also our asset. Okay. Okay, so balance BD 10,000 inventories on the debit side. Okay, what else we have? Okay, receivable. Okay, receivable is our asset also, class. Okay, apa maksud receivable? Okay, receivable means that customer owed to the business. Okay, account receivable means that the customer owed to the business. Okay, for example, okay, business owner, okay, jual barang. Okay, owner sold goods. Okay, sold to the customer. But then, the customer is not paying. Okay, the amount of the product itself. Okay, dia berhutang. Dia tak bayar dulu. Dia berhutang. Oh, it means that the customer berhutang dengan owner. Okay, owner sold goods to the customer, but the customer not yet paid the amount of the product. Okay, so it means that the customer owed to the business or owner. Okay, not yet paid. So the customer is that we must call the customer as an account. Okay, receivable account. Okay, receivable. So receivable is under element asset. Okay, class. Apa makna receivables account? Okay, receivables account is when the customer owed to the business. Okay, the customer not yet paid the amount to the owner itself. So, a receivables account is an asset to the business. So, that's why receivable account, okay, the balance brought down, okay, balance brought down means that the amount that we bring from the previous year or previous accounting period, so that we must put in the debit side 15,000. Okay, class, do you clear or not on receivables account? Alright. Okay. So, next is cash in hand. Okay. I hope that you already know cash in hand is also asset element. So, asset element, balance BD 5,000 ringgit should be put in the debit side. Okay. So, bank balance is also our asset. So, that's why balance BD should be in debit side 30,000. Okay, kita tengok dulu debit dia punya balance BD. Okay, nanti baru kita tengok transaction. Okay, after that, payables account. Okay. Siapa ingat lagi? Payables account kita adalah elemen apa? What element for payables account? Payables account. Okay, I want to ask Michelle. Michelle, hi. Okay, payables account is under what element? Payables account. Element, what element? Asset, liability, capital. What element? Wrong. Okay, siapa tahu? Who else? Who knows? Liability, my dear. Okay, saya dah cakap tadi. Okay, payables account is okay, the person that owes, okay, outsiders, okay, owner, okay, owes to the outsider. Okay, account payables means that owner of the business, okay, owed to outsider, okay, ataupun supplier. Owed to the supplier lah, okay. So owners yang berhutang ataupun debt, okay, have debt to the supplier. Okay, so that is called payables account. Payables account is under liability. Okay, so okay, when the account is element for liability, so the balance BD should be on what side? Debit or credit side? Based on AED CLR. Okay. Okay, if you understand about AED and CLR elements, so which one should be okay? Which side should be put when under payables account? Okay. The balance BD. Kita letak dekat bahagian mana? Debit or credit? Credit side. Very good. Because the balance is from the previous years or previous accounting period. So it means that the amount is increasing. Okay, so when the liability is increasing, we should put in the credit side. So that's why balance BD for payable, okay, dia appear dekat bahagian credit. Payables account dekat bahagian credit balance BD. Okay. Okay, another one. Bank loan. Okay, what element for bank loan? Very good. It also liabilities. So liabilities, okay, increase for liability. It means that we have the balance BD. Okay, we should put in the credit or debit side for balance BD. Balance wrote down. Letak kat bahagian mana? Debit or credit? Credit side. Okay. Very good. Okay, balance BD dia 240. Okay, we put under credit side. Okay. Next is for capital. So for capital, if increase, we should put in credit or debit side. Credit also. Okay. Increase in capital, credit. So that's why balance BD we put in credit side 65,000. Okay. You must understand my formula. Okay, not my formula, but actually the accounting formula. AED is equal to CLR. Okay, so capital increase credit, liability increase credit. So if we have that amount from the previous years, it means that the capital is increased. Okay, we brought the balance from the previous year. So that's why our amount for capital is increased. So that's why balance BD when increased, okay, we put in the credit side, 64,000. Okay? Okay, what else? Okay, office equipment, we don't have any balance BD. Okay, so we must open the T account and then put on the balance brought down. Okay, inside the ledger or account, and then after that you must look at the transaction. Okay, on the first transaction bought office equipment 7,000, the cost is 7,000, but then we paid only 2,000 for deposit by check. Okay, so the balance we paid on at the end of March. Okay, so let's look at the office equipment. Okay, the last T account for office equipment. Okay, so we put office equipment, we must debit first because we buy office equipment, so we must debit. Okay, after that, okay, how much the office equipment? 7,000, right? Okay, the cost of office equipment is 7,000. Is it correct or not, my dear? Look at the transaction, 7,000. Okay, so we credit bank. Okay, how much? Only, okay, we pay by bank and we pay on check, by check. How much? Actually, we pay only 2,000 deposit, right? So only 2,000. Okay, so we credit bank 2,000. Okay, so actually another 5,000. Okay, okay, we put as credit account payable. Okay, account payable. Okay, so that is why look at the office equipment T account. Okay, we have bank. Okay, okay, debit for office equipment 2,000. Okay, 2,000. Okay, the detail is bank. Okay, look here. Okay, kalau you nak jelas macam ni saya buat satu-satu. So debit office equipment sebab kita bayar 2,000 saja. So kreditkan bank 2,000. Okay. Another 5,000. Okay, kita debitkan office equipment 5,000. Okay, yang ini saya pecahkan. Kalau yang ni saya combinekan semua sekali. Okay. Kalau yang double entry yang saya tengah buat ni saya pecahkan supaya you boleh faham, tengok dia punya double entry and then letak dekat T account. Okay. So credit account payable. Okay. Kenapa kita debit office equipment 2,000 sahaja, credit bank sebab kita baru bayar deposit 2,000 sahaja. So debit credit bank, okay, bank kita berkurang sebanyak 2,000. Okay, Bank berkurang sebanyak 2,000. Okay, so office equipment kita bertambah sebanyak 2,000. So that's why office equipment debit. Office equipment debit 2,000. And then kreditkan bank 2,000. Jom kita tengok account bank. Bank balance. Nampak? Tadi kita ada baki kan? Baki bank. Kita ada baki. Ni office equipment. Salah pula. Sekejap. Mana account bank tu? Ni. Kita ada bank balance tadi 32,000, right? Okay, lepas tu kita keluarkan duit 2,000 ringgit. Okay. Sebab tu duit kita dah berkurang sebanyak 2,000. Kita dah keluarkan duit tadi. Masa bayar deposit untuk office equipment. Okay. Bayar deposit untuk office equipment. Bank duit keluar. Okay. Duit keluar, it means that our credit, okay, we must put under credit balance 2,000. Okay. Nama dia office equipment. Okay. Settle. Bank dah kreditkan. Office equipment kita dah debitkan. Okay, lepas tu kita ada lagi baki 5,000. Means that another 5,000 we owed to the supplier. It means that kita berhutang dengan supplier. Lagi 5,000 kita dah bayar ke belum? Kelas? Lagi 5,000 tu kita dah bayar ke belum? Belum bayar lagi. Okay, belum bayar lagi. Dia adalah obligation kita untuk bayar nanti. So that we call as debt. Debt, okay, other names is account payable. So that's why, okay, the double MC should be debit office equipment. OE, OE is stand for office equipment. We must debit 5,000 and we must put credit for account payable. Okay. When the supplier, we owe to the supplier. So the supplier, the name of the supplier to the business, we call it as account payable. So that is liability. So credit 5,000. So office equipment you debitkan dulu sebab bila you beli barang, okay, your office equipment is increased. So that's why when office equipment is increased, you must put in the debit side. So the debit side 5,000 ringgit. So name is account payables. Okay. 5,000 debit side 5,000. Okay. So we look at account payable itself. Okay, account payable. So nampak? Account payables kita ada credit. Okay, account payables kita bertambah. Okay, because of kita ada buat hutang dengan supplier office equipment. So, bila account payable bertambah, so that's why office equipment 5,000 we put it under credit side. Sebab apa? Sebab account payable kita, liability kita tadi bertambah. So liability bertambah, increase in liability, we should put in under credit side. Okay, that we call it as office equipment. Okay, the details is office equipment. So it means that we buy office equipment, okay, on credit. Credit means debt. Okay. We owed to the supplier of the office equipment. Okay. Kita beli secara hutang. So, berapa amount hutang kita yang tinggal? Bukan 7,000 lah. Only 5,000. Because another 2,000 we already paid the deposit. So, dah bayar 2,000 tadi. Okay. So, you akan dapat account payable, credit 5,000, details of this equipment. Okay, kenapa account payables kita letak dekat sebelah credit 5,000? Because of liability. Okay, when the liability is increased, okay, so we must put in the column of credit side. Okay, boleh faham tak? Alright, very good. So next, okay, dah settle untuk transaction yang A. Okay, untuk transaction B pula. Okay, return some of the office equipment to her supplier because it was faulty. Ya. So daripada office equipment tadi kita beli RM7,000 kan. So RM2,000 kita dah bayar, tinggal lagi RM5,000. So RM5,000 yang kita berhutang. Okay. Tapi masa kita tengok office equipment kita tu, okay, ada barang tu yang rosak. Okay. Some of the office equipment that Aisyah buy from the supplier, okay, have default. Okay. Ada kerosakan. Okay. Ataupun ada kesalahan barang produk. Okay. Bukan produk yang kita nak. Okay, was faulty. So Aisyah ni, okay, Aisyah was returned some of the office equipment to the supplier. Okay, to the account payable tadi. But Aisyah ni ada berhutang lagi RM5,000, betul tak? Yang tadi tu, baru je tadi. Account payable kita ada lagi 5,000. But then, Aisyah ni dia pulangkan semula. Okay, harga barang yang dipulangkan tu adalah RM3,000. Okay, macam mana kita nak buat? Okay, daripada RM5,000 tu, okay, ada kerosakan. Okay, ada kerosakan terhadap barang tersebut. Okay, faulty ataupun ada defect. Okay, terhadap produk ataupun office equipment yang Aisyah beli. So macam mana kita nak buat? So kena pulangkan balik. Dekat sini tak ada ke? Tak ada. So kalau kita pulangkan balik, so kita nak record dekat mana kelas? Dua benda kita kena record. Okay, yang pertama, kalau kita dah pulangkan balik, so bermakna, okay, mula-mula kita ada office equipment 5,000, betul tak? Yang kita masih berhutang, amount dia RM5,000 lagi kan? Betul tak? RM5,000 campur dengan RM2,000 ada RM7,000. So, daripada RM5,000 tu, RM3,000 tu kita pulangkan barang tersebut kepada supplier. So, kita akan keluarkan dari office equipment. Okay? So, office equipment kita tadi ada RM2,000 dan RM5,000. Okay, tadi increase in office equipment. Maksudnya kita beli. Okay, dia dekat sebelah debit. So, kalau kita pulangkan semula, office equipment tu RM3,000 harga dia. So, kita kena letak dekat debit ke kredit? Once again, credit. Okay, my dear. The answer is credit. Okay, we must put 3,000 credit on office equipment. 3,000. So, nampak B dekat sini. Okay, transaction B. Okay. Okay, apa details dia for 3,000 is payables. Means that kita pulangkan balik. Office equipment tu dah berkurang RM3,000. Okay. Kalau kita pulang, it means that our office is decreasing. Okay, office equipment asset kita tadi bertambah, kita letak debit. So, sekarang dia berkurang, kita dah pulangkan balik office equipment tersebut. So kita letak sebelah credit payable 3,000. Okay, office dah berkurang. So lagi satu apa yang berkurang? Account payable. Okay kelas. Account payable tadi. Ni ada ke tak? Account payable. Ni. Account payable kita berkurang juga. So let's look at the payables account. Liability kita tadi 5,000 betul tak? Kita berhutang 5,000. Okay, bila kita dah pulang balik 3,000. So bermakna kita dah pulang barang tersebut. Kita dah pulang 3,000. So account payable kita pun akan berkurang. Okay, account payable sebab apa dia bertambah tadi? Sebab kita ada office untuk membeli kan? Beli secara hutang kan? So that's why account payable kita increase 5,000. But then untuk transaction yang B, dia kata Aisyah pulangkan semula pula pada supplier tersebut. So hutang Aisyah kepada supplier office equipment tu dah bertambah ke berkurang? Cepat, siapa boleh jawab? Bila Aisyah, yes, that is right. Okay, berkuranglah account payable Aisyah kepada supplier tersebut. So, bila liability, okay, tengok kat sini. L, liability berkurang. So, kita kena debit. So, that's why B, dia kata, transaction B ada debit office equipment 3,000. Maknanya account payable kita dah berkurang sebanyak 3,000. Kenapa berkurang? Kita dah pulang balik dah barang dia. Aisyah mula-mula tadi berhutang 5,000. Tapi, okay, Aisyah pulang balik harga office equipment berharga 3,000. So, account payable Aisyah dah berkurang lah kepada, okay, berkurang sebanyak 3,000. So, account liability, account payable berkurang. Okay, kita kena letak sebelah debit. Okay, we must put on the debit side. Okay, do you understand or not, class? Ada soalan tak? Nak tanya? Faham semua? Kalau diam tu maknanya you faham lah. Kalau tak faham mesti tanya, betul tak? Okay, what is it, Miss? Madam, I don't understand. Okay. So, kalau tak faham, tolong tanya. Okay. So, settle untuk B. Tengok C pula. Okay, berapa transaction dia? Sampai C je. Okay, transaction yang C. Receive 8,000 from his receivables. They all paid her by check. Means that ada account receivable. Means that customer Aisyah yang berhutang sebelum ni, dia bayar hutang kepada Aisyah. Okay. They all paid her by check. Okay. Okay, receivable 8,000 from his receivables account. Okay, ingat tak receivable tu siapa tadi saya cakap? Account receivable adalah siapa? Customer yang owed to the business. Okay, owed to Aisyah lah. Aisyah is owner of the business, right? Okay, so customer owed to owner. Okay, so bila account receivable dah bayar 8,000 kepada Aisyah, so apa yang berlaku kepada account receivable dan juga dia bayar pakai apa ni? Receivable bayar duit pakai apa ni kepada business? By check ni maksudnya apa kelas? Bank. So our asset bank is increase or decrease? Okay, so increase. Very good. Increase by how much? Increase by how much? 8,000. That is correct, my dear. Okay, so kalau bank increase 8,000, kita kena letak sebelah mana? On bank debit. Very good. So tengok dekat bank balance asset debit 8,000. Okay. We got the money from receivable. So the detail is receivables on January. Receivable 8,000 debit. Okay. Okay, another transaction. Okay. Tak settle lagi, belum habis lagi. Dia ada dua transaction. Satu transaction, dua entry. Okay, another one. Entry dekat mana? Satu kita dah increasekan bank 8,000. Another one. Okay, kita dapat dari receivable. So, ada tak effect dekat receivable account kita? Ada tak effect dekat account receivable kita, Kak? Ada. So, effect dia dekat mana? Receivable kita jadi bertambah ke berkurang? Receivable tu dia dah settlekan hutang dia pada kita. So, receivable tu bertambah ke berkurang? Account dia berkurang. Very good. So, receivable kita decrease. So, we should put under credit side. Okay, 8,000. Okay, details dia adalah bank. Okay. Nampak? C. Kalau you nak tengok balik nanti nota ni, you boleh tengok. C is, nampak yang merah diamond kat sebelah dia ni. Okay, itu merujuk kepada transaction yang mana. Okay, transaction C. Okay. Aisyah received 8,000 from the receivable. So that's the receivable account reduce. Okay. Sebab kita dah terima melalui bank. So account bank kita bertambah. Receivable kita berkurang. So bank debit. Receivable kita credit. Okay. Ada soalan untuk transaction C? Tak ada? Tak ada. Okay, itu untuk bookkeeping from asset, liability dengan capital. Okay, so let's look at the bookkeeping entries for expenses and revenue. Okay, kalau expenses dengan revenue pula, okay, you kena tengok kepada kita punya, saya punya ni tadi, AED tadi. AED CLR tadi. Okay, expenses. E is stand for expenses. Kalau bertambah pun credit. Kalau berkurang expenses tersebut credit. Kalau revenue pula pun samalah macam CL capital dan liability tadi. Bertambah mesti sebelah credit, berkurang mesti sebelah debit. Okay, so kena ingat yang sama juga. So apa yang ditulis dekat dalam ni pun sama. Expenses, kita tahu apa dia expenses. Cost connected to activities operating and managing the business. Okay, cost incurred to manage the business. For revenue, described as the activity that lead to business receiving money. Okay, money that we earn from the business activity. Okay, kena ingat benda tu. Revenue, money earned. Okay. Expenses, cost incurred. Okay, cost incurred means that our cash or bank, okay, keluar, duit tu keluar, okay. Kalau revenue, kita dapat duit masuk ke dalam business, okay. So jom kita tengok exercise number 2. Cemerlang Sendia Berhad commenced business on 1st February, paid 500 into a business bank account. Okay. So tengok nombor 1 dia kata paid 500 into a business bank account. Okay. So yang B, yang kedua, during the next month, the following transactions took place. Okay, all payments are made by check and all receipts are banked. Tengok je apa benda yang nak terangkan. Okay, so on this, okay, 1st February, okay, bought goods for resale. This is purchase, right? Okay. Other name for bought goods is purchase. Okay, dia beli barang tu untuk dijual. Okay, for example, you buy, okay, you open the business, mobile business ataupun mobile shop. Okay, so you jual apa? Jual handphone. Okay, jual top up. Okay, so kalau you jual handphone business tersebut, so you kena purchase the goods. Okay, purchase telephone tu from the supplier. Okay, for what you purchase? For you to resell back the telephone. Okay, same goes if you open the business such as bundle business. Okay, you buy or purchase t-shirts, okay, clothes, okay, from the supplier in order for you to resell back. So kalau bought goods for resale, it means that purchases. Okay, if we buy some goods, means that that is expenses. Okay, kalau kita beli barang, it means that kita keluarkan duit, cost kan, incur cost. So the cost incurred, okay, we call it as expenses. So purchases is one of item in the element of expenses. Purchases, okay, the name of purchases is exclusively when you buy, okay, referring to, okay, when you buy the goods for resale. Okay, okay, bought goods for resale, other name is called purchases. So purchases is an expenses. Okay, is our expenses. Okay, on the 5th February, paid rent. Paid rent, it means that we expense, okay, the money to pay the rent. Okay, so it means that rental expenses. Okay, rental expenses. Okay, maybe you open the business. Okay, you rent the shop from other rental rent, means that you tak beli building tersebut. Okay, shop. Okay, shop building tu you tak ada asset shop building. So macam mana nak buka business? You kena sewa daripada orang lain. So every month you must pay the rental. Okay, so paid rent, it means that expenses. Okay, rental expenses. Okay. February, business taking to date. Okay, this is I don't really understand what is it. Business taking to date. Kita KIV dulu Okay, paid for advertising. Okay, paid for advertising is also our expenses. Expenses is that cost that incurred. Okay, so kalau kita paid, maknanya kita kena bayar apa? Expenses lah. So advertising is also our expenses. Okay, drawing, a cemerlang drawing. Drawing means that owner ambil barang ataupun owner ambil duit untuk kegunaan Personal. So that is called drawing. So this is drawing 100. Okay. Business taking ni yang maybe tak tahu lah saya sekejap. Jom kita tengok lah kat mana dia letak expenses tersebut. Okay, kita tengok nombor yang kita tak tahu tadi kan. Yang saya tak tahu nombor 4 tadi. Sekejap. Tadi nombor 4 tadi berapa bulan? 10 February. Business taking. Dia kata sales. Soalan ni tak lengkap. Sekejap Oh, betul lah. Okay, kalau business taking ni 10 hari bulan kan ada 290 dengan 240 kan. Sekejap saya tengok sekejap. Okay. So, maksud 290 yang nombor 4 dengan nombor 7 tu business taking ni maknanya okay, sales on cash. Okay, business taking sales on cash. Okay, nama lain dia. Okay, sales on cash means that sales ni adalah revenue, ya kelas? Sales adalah elemen apa? Revenue. Okay, sama juga dengan on 27 February. Sales on cash. Okay, ini adalah revenue. 240. Yang lain tu semua adalah expenses. Okay, so kita tengok dia bought goods for resale 150. So dia debitkan account apa? Jom kita tengok. Oh, dia kata tadi semua payment are made by check. Maksudnya dia tak guna cash kat sini, tapi dia guna transaction. Kalau dia bayar apa-apa pun, bayar expenses, akan guna duit daripada account bank. Okay, sama juga kalau ada sales. Okay, sales on cash ni maksud saya customer tu beli barang pada kita secara tunai, okay, ataupun dia terus bayar. Okay, so kita akan terus dapat duit. Okay, ataupun customer tu bank in terus masuk dalam bank account kita. So maksudnya sales on cash. Okay, maksudnya dia terus bayar. Bukan sales on credit. Kalau on credit maknanya berhutang. Kalau on cash maknanya dia bayar terus tunai. Okay, dibeli secara tunai. Terus bayar duit. Okay, so dekat dalam soalan ni dia kata semua payment made by check ataupun melalui bank account. So kalau yang pertama ni bought goods for resale maknanya kita akan debit. Okay, purchases kita, expenses kita bertambah. Okay, so debit lah purchases. Kredit kan apa? Kita beli menggunakan apa kelas? Kita keluarkan duit daripada account mana? Bank ke cash? Bank ke cash? Bank. Sebab dalam soalan tu dah beritahu all payments are made by check. So debit purchases, credit kan bank. 150. So debit purchase. So let's look at bank account. Dia buka bank account dulu. Okay, ada tak perkataan purchases dekat bahagian kredit? Nampak tak? So ada. So bank account dekat sebelah kredit ada 150. Letak details je. Purchases. Okay. So another one kita kena tengok dekat purchases pula. Purchases bertambah dia expenses. So letak dekat bahagian debit 150. Details je nama dia bank. Betul tak? Okay, yang kedua pula. Paid rental expenses. Okay, by bank. Debit apa? Debit account apa? Rental expenses. Debit apa kelas? Faster. Dah nak pukul 5. Siapa tahu? Cepat, debit apa? Kita kena buka account apa? Cepat. Cuba ni. Aisyah. Paid rental. Debit apa? Cuba jawab. Paid rental. So, debit apa? Debit bank? Aisyah? No. We paid rental. It means that debit rental expenses. My dear. Rental expenses we must debit and then we must credit bank because of rental expenses. Okay, expenses, if we increase the expenses we must debit. So debit expenses rental. Okay, credit bank. Okay, sebab the transaction, the transaction paid by bank. Okay, so that's why we must credit bank. Okay, because our money in the bank account is decreasing. Okay, because we paid for rent. So that in the bank account on 5th February, rent on credit, 50 ringgit. Okay, bank account on credit side 50 ringgit. Okay, we put under the details rent account. Okay, rent. So, rent account, so let's look at T ledger for rent account. Okay, because of rent is our expenses, increase in expenses. Okay, we put under debit side. So, debit 50 ringgit, details bank. Okay, kalau you perasan, bila kita buka bank account dengan rent account tu sebelah-sebelah, so you akan nampak satu dekat debit side, rent dekat bank dekat credit side, rent pula dekat debit side. Dia akan opposite side of double entry. So double entry tu debit side. Opposite side. Boleh faham tak Aisyah? Can you understand how to do how to record the expenses? Alright, So next, next is 10 February. 10 February business taking to date. It means that sales on cash. Sales on cash 290. If we have revenue here, so revenue is our sales is our revenue. So when you increase the revenue, so you must put revenue is on credit side or debit side. Very good. So credit sales account. If our money is increased in the bank account, so bank account is our asset. So increase in bank account, it means that we must debit or credit for bank. Bank account, debit. Very good. Okay. Okay, means that business taking to date. It means that the business, okay, making sales on cash. It means that, okay, the business, okay, dia buat jualan, okay, buat jualan. Bila dia jual barang, so dia dapat duit melalui bank. Duit masuk dalam bank account dia. Okay. So duit masuk dalam bank, so duit kita bertambah. So the bank account is increasing. So that's why we must debit bank account and then credit sales. Okay, because the revenue is increased. Okay, we already do the sales. Okay, so sales is increased. Sales is our revenue. So the revenue if increased, we must put in the credit side. So let's look at the bank account increase. Okay, bank account. Oh, sorry. Mana tadi? Okay, bank account increase 290. Okay, when the bank account is increased, so okay, appear in the debit side 290. Okay, the details is sales. So on the sales, okay, in the sales account, so we must open the sales account. Where is the sales account? Okay, here. Sales account increasing sales. So we must put in the credit side 290. Okay. The details is bank. Okay, I hope you can understand how to open the ledger. Okay. Okay. Next is on 22nd February. Paid for advertising expenses 25 ringgit. Okay. So if the business we paid, okay, the business paid for an advertising expenses. So our expenses is increase or decrease, guys? We keep on paying, okay? So our expenses is increase or decrease? Increase, that is correct, okay? Very good. So our expenses is increase, so that's why we must debit advertising expenses. Advertising expenses. Okay, credit, we pay by bank, right? So our credit bank, because our money inside the account bank is decreasing because we already paid for advertising expenses. Okay, so that you must put in the T ledger. Okay, you open ledger. Okay, bank account, we have credit side 25,000. Okay, the detail is advertising. So after that we must open advertising expenses. Okay. Okay. On the debit side 25 ringgit. So the detail is bank. Okay, because we buy from our bank account. Okay, we buy using money from we paid the advertising from account bank of the business. So that's why our bank so the advertising is debit, the detail is bank. Okay, okay, a cemerlang drawing. So it means that the owner of the business, okay, took 100 ringgit from the bank account for his business, for his personal use. Okay, not for business use, because okay, the transaction said drawing. So drawing, the owner took the money for personal use. So bank account kita akan kredit sebab dah berkurang, capital berkurang dah dekat bank account sebab owner dah ambil RM100. So drawing, details dia drawing. Lepas tu kita kena buka drawing account. Okay, drawing dia adalah expenses juga. So bila expenses bertambah, bermakna kita akan record on the debit side. So it's 100 debit drawing. So the detail is bank. Okay. So next, business taking. Okay, for business taking is also sales on cash. So sales on cash, it means that our sales increase. Okay, sales increase, we must credit. Okay, credit sales, because sales is our revenue. The money, okay, we got the money from the sales of the product. Okay, so credit sales. So increase our revenue, so credit sales. Another one, bank. Okay, so the money is in the banks increase. Okay, the money in the bank is increase, so we must debit bank 240 and also credit sales 240. So let's look at the bank account. Okay, bank account debit 240. Okay, the money in the bank is increasing because we have sold the product. So in the bank account, we should put in the debit side 240. So the detail is sales. Okay, on the sales account. Okay, on the sales account itself, we must put under credit side 240 because our revenue, sales revenue, when increased, we should put in the credit side. So the detail is bank. Okay. Did you understand or not, class? Alright. So I hope that. Okay, is that enough or you want to continue to another section of the chapter? Okay, so you rasa cukup untuk hari ni ke ataupun you nak I sambung sampai habis? Okay, we go to, ada banyak lagi. Sebab kita akan belajar trial balance semua tu. Balancing off. Okay, saya rasa cukup sampai sini dulu. So next week kita akan sambung untuk balancing off. Okay, nanti awak keliru sebab hari ni baru belajar buat ledger kan. Buat ledger, double entry, ledger. So next class lah kita akan sambung untuk balancing the account. Balancing the account. Nampak dia ada exercise sekali. Macam mana cara bila kita dah buka ledger tu and then kita nak tutup. Nampak ada balance BD, balance CD kita tutup and then transfer ke balance BD. Lepas tu baru kita buka trial balance. Okay, bila buka trial balance, lepas tu kita belajar pula financial statement. Bla 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 bla. Banyak lagi separuh. So nak sambung ke? Cukup. Okey, cukup dulu Saya takut nanti awak keliru pula. Okey, cukup dulu. Okey. So hari ni kita dah belajar double entry dan juga cara nak buka ledger. Okay, which one is debit, which one is credit, okay. So you kena tengok pada transaction, okay. Keyword dia macam mana nak tahu? Kena tengok kepada kita punya itulah formula AED tu, CRL tu. Lepas tu, you kena tahu dekat transaction tu elemen apa yang terlibat. So you boleh tahu bila kalau dah tahu elemen dekat transaction tu baru you boleh tahu nak buka account apa. Okay, you kena tahu account payable tu liability, account receivable tu you kena tahu dia adalah asset. Lepas tu apa lagi? Bank you kena tahu dia adalah asset. Lagi? Sales account. Sales kena tahu dia adalah elemen revenue. Okay, kalau capital tu capital lah. Okay. Sebab dekat asset ni dia ada banyak jenis liability pula, ada account payable dan juga loan. Kalau dekat expenses tu, asal ada dia nama expenses ataupun paid, that is our expenses. Okay, the cost that must be incurred ataupun the cost incurred by the business. Okay. Kalau receive means that revenue lah. Okay, revenue we have sales and another revenue, for example, commission receipt, that is revenue. That you must know. Okay, so sampai sini dulu. Next week kita akan sambung macam mana nak tutup key account and then transfer ke trial balance dan financial statement. Okay, boleh ke sampai sini? Alright, ada soalan ke? Tak ada dah Okay lah, bagi berehat. Kamu tenangkan fikiran and then nanti saya akan bagi record, you boleh revise balik apa yang kita belajar hari ni. Okay? Tengok balik apa yang saya ajar. Okay? Kena buat revision. Kalau tak buat revision, nanti you tak akan ingat dan faham apa yang saya dah ajar nanti. Okay? Okay, thank you everyone. Welcome. Bye.